and take me into the market. Well, 2 weeks later, by the way, I paid $4,500 for this thing 10 years ago and $150 a month for the subscription price. 2 weeks later, I was pulling my hair out because this thing had me stare at it all day long, and it wanted me to make certain decisions that I was scared to death to make. And so 2 weeks later, I unplugged it and forget it. This is not for me. But I distinctly remember saying to myself, why in the world isn't there a software program that I can simply elect to choose to put X amount of money into the market, and the system would do all the work for me? Well, unbeknownst to me, Ed had rolled this out 7 years ago, and I only wish I knew about him and the technology 7 years ago, because I would have been all over it as I am today. And I often tease that he owes me $4,500 because I didn't know about him. But anyway, so I will tell you that there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's millions and millions and millions of people in the world that are going to want to get their hands on this technology, as we've already seen such a great, warm reception to this product over the last 43 days. Ladies and gentlemen, we are absolutely focused here at the corporate office to help each and every one of you build a massive international business. And just to give you a quick lineup of the things that we've accomplished in a very short amount of time, we did a soft launch into the multi-level marketing, network marketing arena on November the 9th. That's only 43 days ago, and we've accomplished, again, so much in such a short amount of time. December 12th was our pre-launch. As we get ready to move into our launch, we are going to start a Founders Tour. We're going to do a 30-city blitz starting somewhere in about the middle of January. We'll get information out to all of you. We're going to work with our key leaders that you're going to hear from here in just a moment. And he's coming out to you. Ed Barsano, the genius, is coming out to you to meet you and, more importantly, to meet your prospects. We're going to ask that you fill up the hotel rooms with guests and prospects. You're going to have a very high probability of selling a lot of units and bringing a huge team on board as associates at the same time. Why? Because when he gets in a room and he shares his genius and he shares where this company is and where this company is going, you will have a very high probability of bringing your center of influence on board this company. January 25th or so, we're going to start a major radio campaign here in the United States. We're going to run thousands of radio campaign ads that you'll be able to participate in as a co-op. We'll get more information out to you next week on that. And then our first international convention is already slated for Las Vegas, March the 15th or 16th, maybe give or take a week or so. There's March Madness going on there during that time, so we may have to adjust the week of the international convention, but we'll get that information out to you. But as you can see, we have a very solid plan to roll this program out. Now, before I turn it over to Mr. Ken Newton, I want to share with you an incredible system that we have rolled out, which is called the Field Management System. The whole idea behind the system, ladies and gentlemen, is to create consistency for you and your teams, not only here in the U.S., but worldwide. The way we're going to do that is we're going to appoint and license what we call regional directors, senior regional directors, and state directors. And we've already begun that process, and Ken Newton has done a stellar job on that. And regional directors, senior regional directors, state directors are being appointed. We now have 70 of them appointed here in the U.S., and we are looking for approximately 400 individuals here in the U.S. That are regional directors, 125 senior directors, and 50 state directors. And those of you that are interested in these coveted positions, we invite you to get an email out to Mr. Ken Newton at ken@CoolTraderPro, and he will follow up with you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to transition here and introduce you to Mr. Ken Newton. He's our Executive Director of the FMS program, the Field Management System, lives in Nevada City, California. And I would just say to you that he has done a stellar job over the last 2 weeks. In fact, he has just resigned from a very high-paying position. He was with this company for, I believe, a decade plus, and he has now transitioned here to CoolTraderPro. And with that, Ken, again, a stellar job, my friend. And you have done a wonderful job in getting these individuals appointed. We are now gearing up for our the trainers program, which I'm sure you're going to talk about as well. So with that, Mr. Ken Newton.
Good morning, everybody. Transitions is exactly what it's all about. the companies in transition and each and every one of the people that you're about to meet. This is their debut. This is their introduction to the world of CoolTraderPro and beyond. The transition is from what they have been doing to what they are going to do for CoolTraderPro. These are all very different people. You'll appreciate as you see them, as you hear them, that each and every one of them is unique, exceptional, and different, except they have this one thing about them, that they understand that sometimes in life, you're at the right place at the right time with the right product, and they have all seen that. They got it. That's why they're here. They have come to the table, stepped into the room, because they understand exactly what Sunil has just described. So first up, I would like to introduce you to Stacy and Dennis DeVore. Stacy and Dennis, you're on the phone?
Yes, we are. Can you hear us?
Stacy, hear you fine. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and Dennis is here as well. And we're just so excited to be a part of this business. We took extensive courses on trading the markets. Spent thousands of dollars, and I sat in front of my screen every single day from dawn until the time the market closed and beyond. Thousands of hours of screen time. And when I just got to the point where I said to Dennis, holy smokes, this consumes my life. I can't do anything. And lo and behold, Lou Prescott called us and told us about this software, and with a very, very jaded eye, I looked at this and I asked questions of Kerry Flounders, and I got my questions answered, and I'm so glad I did, because now I can trade the markets and I can go back to doing that which I love to do, which is interacting with people and helping people experience success in their own lives. And I'll tell you what, when I went to that class, day in and day out, I saw people, 25 people in a classroom, that were paying $5,000 for each class, and then an additional $10,000 on top for online training each and every day. I was excited when I saw this, because I said, you know what, the timing in the marketplace can't be better. People are not getting the returns they want, and they're taking control of their lives. And I said, wow, this is an ongoing trend. We are in at the beginning of a trend, and there's so many people that we can help. So many people that we can help. I just got excited.
Well,
Thank you, Stacy.
I guess you can think and say that she is indeed excited. And it's really funny, because I've got an old saying, there's no accidents in the universe. And I was in the process of putting together a system whereby a network marketing entity could be materialized to do just exactly what CoolTraderPro is doing today. So this is a wonderful opportunity, to say the least. And here's the really interesting factor for anyone out there in the network world, and even those beyond. This is the only product that I've seen in over 40 years of networking that the product actually has the potential to earn dollars, to grow capital. And the basis for that is very, very simple, if you really think about it. How many companies have you been with out there, those of you that have gone out of business because of poor management, the inability to manage capital, and perhaps there was a nemesis of some kind that overrode you because of the market situation? The financial markets are never going to go anywhere. And if they do, no one has any problems anyway. It's that simple. Ken?
Yes, nicely said, Dennis. Nicely said. So we also have Tom Williams with us this morning. Friends, the ability of CoolTraderPro, with what we're all about, to attract top-tier leadership experience to our team is just off the chart. Tom Williams personifies who we have to represent us. Tom?
Oh, thank you so much, Ken, and I'd like to say a special thanks to Sunil for making that call and telling me about CoolTraderPro. You know, I'm probably the senior on the team. I'm kicking 70 years old, and one of the things I learned living that long is that really there's only two options in life when it comes to money. One is to work for our money, and the other is to have our money work for us. And you're limited if you're going to work for it and what you can do, how many hours you can work, and if you're going to have your money work for you, you're limited in how much of that you can have. I've made a lot and I've lost a lot in the stock market, and I'd certainly like to thank Ed Barsano for this program, because the results I've had in the last 3 weeks are just absolutely mind-boggling. And the network marketing side of it, I've been doing that for almost 40 years.